Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So as we go about this and we start to work through what the market is doing, what it's trying to do, has it confirmed, has it not confirmed? The one thing I want you guys to understand is on Thursday nights, I'm really not going to give you a big, huge breakdown just because Fridays can act very weird. Fridays can give you a V-shaped bounce back up if the market has been selling off throughout the week because some individuals don't want to go into the weekend holding a position. And then sometimes you can get a flush. I want to say last Friday, we had a nice, huge flush. We went right down to the 50 moving average on the weekly, right? So it's fairly difficult. Normally, the best trading time on Friday is the first part of the day from like 9:30 to about 12. After that, your charts really don't even really matter anymore. People are going to take profit or people are going to kind of push it where they want to push it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it short and sweet, let you know kind of what happened in the market. Kind of look at some canaries, nothing that might stand up because I don't think I have too much stuff that kind of ran up or ran down. And then kind of look at some core stocks. Keep it short, sweet, and simple, realizing that Fridays that can be difficult days to trade just because the charts don't matter. But if you can catch an A trade at the right location on a Friday, take it and then kind of get in and get out. All right. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's look and see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me share your screen. Let's get it going. I talk to you through the charts, right? That's what we do. That's what we do here. If you don't see it on the chart, it ain't even something that we shouldn't be talking about. So let's look at the spot. So congratulations for some of y'all that followed my instructions from yesterday. Now this is what I am looking at. Let me put this right here. This is a huge volume candle. And as you see, we came right down to it and stopped. So I'm gonna put a line right there. Now, for the most part, the market broke through the bottom and came right back down to that particular location. So we were saying, I put a line at the top. If you look at my video from yesterday, I put a line at the top and a line at the bottom of this candle. I said, we break the top of that, that might be a good move. We break the bottom of this candle, now we have problems. Now we not only broke the bottom, we closed below it. And it went right to the next high volume. You see that volume right there? That's a lot of volume, guys. That's a lot. The average volume on that particular day is 87 million. We did 163 million on that particular day. And that was, guess what? Last Friday. That's what your Friday looked like. And this is the potential that you could have another wash like this. But you could have came here and got another little bounce, like a little intraday bounce. It doesn't mean things have changed. You just might get a bounce because people are taking profit. Sometimes it's hard to differentiate between are people buying or people taking profit on shorts? That's where it gets tricky. So for me, I'm kind of seeing exactly what the market is going to do, how it's going to close on the weekly, if it's going to move back up above. This is the support level that it broke. It broke it, bounced off, and then broke it again. So this support level for me doesn't even matter anymore. I'm taking that out because it broke it too many times, up, down, up, down. Once you break it, it's not really it's not there anymore. I still kind of got this level to look at to get above. I got this level, so I'm going to cancel this, right? I'm going to cancel right here. Okay. So for me, I'm curious to see exactly if it's going to go down some more. If it gets below 644.72, if I would probably, if it's early in the day and it gives you a nice open or a good confirmation, take the trade. Why not? Take the trade. That's a great location, and you'll know fairly quickly if you're right or wrong. Let's look at the spot. As you can see, I'm kind of like for the market for the most part. It's just a little rough. Here we go, high volume candle. We broke the bottom of that candle. Boom. Told you guys to get in about 578 and went all the way down to 573. Yeah, I would love to say we could have got it right here, but the reality is you're waiting for certain levels to get broken. Now this broke here and it broke this support level. It's broken two things. So I'm looking at that right now. The market, the market is broken. The trend is down. You're supposed to sell the rips, and you're not supposed to be buying any dips right now. The volume was actually pretty good. All of that. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. Right now, as of right now, the market is getting destroyed. Let me look at the weekly and see exactly where we are on the 50 moving average on the weekly for the Qs and the SPYs. I just want to make sure. Okay, this is the fit. Let me blow it up a little bit more for you. That's not good. So we're on the weekly. So for the weekly, um I use the 50 moving average on the weekly, which represents a year, and like sometimes on the month I might use the 20, but for the most part, the 50 moving average. We're below that 50 moving average, guys. I hope y'all took protection. If you go back to my video, episode one, I literally told you guys we're at a very critical area. These are some areas. If you guys have 401ks, if you're doing something, take some protection if we close below these particular levels. We got that close, and ever since then, we've been just diving and crashing. I really hope you guys listen to me. We're now below the 20, the 50 moving average on the SPY too. So you got the SPY and yeah, it's hard to go long in the market right here. It's just difficult. I wish I had good news for you guys. Now, well, maybe I could say it's overbought a little bit according to the Bollinger Bands. I mean, oversold. But yeah, the market is broken. It's broken big time. Let me go to IWM. We still got a little ways to get to the 50 moving average on IWM. But let's get to our regular daily charts and see if there's anything that we can see. Did it do anything yesterday? Bounced off the 200 moving average. Okay. I had a line above here and I have a line below here. So yeah, so it hasn't broken either direction. Now what it is doing is rejecting this 20 moving average. That was definitely, I talked about that the last episode. The daily 20 moving average right here, that's a location that you need to be looking at. That would have been a great one. And then I also told you this. I said, if we get below this particular level right here, intraday of 249.52, that's a trade down. We got below that and we went right to the next level. So some of these trades have been pretty clean. Hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have a little bit more clarity and what we're saying kind of makes sense. So right now I'm looking to see everything is sitting on major levels. I'm looking to see if IWM breaks this level. I'm looking to see if SPY, let's see the Qs. The Qs are sitting, it broke already. But I'm also curious to see if the SPY is going to break this particular level from this drop down candle last Friday. So we got a couple of places that it can go up or bounce off of, but it might put you in dead air. There's a possibility Friday just might be a dead day, meaning it's not a time to short, it's not a time to go long. It'll just put you in the middle and you're just kind of sitting there like, I don't see any trades on Friday. If you're very profitable this week, I would advise you to kind of just chill, chill. If your Friday comes and you feel very profitable, on which I definitely know some people are, I would say just chill, guys. All right, now, let's go to Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is our last sector that we look at. Okay, I had a line at the top, had a line at the bottom. It didn't break, so the Dow doesn't even look like it's something that's going to be traded at all tomorrow. Now, we start breaking areas that you can use this break as a location. Like if the SPY starts breaking down below something and the Qs keep going and IWM breaks at below something, then you know you just looking to get right here. Now, what's holding the Dow? I'm gonna show you what's holding the Dow. Remember, Dow Jones is our industrial um and financials. That's literally what the Dow Jones is built of. So there's something in there that's not dropping as much as the other indexes. Right now, the Qs got destroyed and the SPY got destroyed, and the Qs is dominated by tech. So it look like we have a tech problem, guys. It look like tech is starting to get sold, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. All right. So we went through the indexes. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Let's go through the canaries and see if there's anything in the canaries that might stand out for us. Did I flag any of them? No, there's really not anything. Let's just go through them real quick. There's nothing that stood out when I was kind of looking at it, getting ready for the day. Okay. Well, EEM and EFA, they bounced up, then they turned back around, and now they dropping again. That's pretty much the story. Now there is a gap here, but I normally don't like to identify gaps just because they're international stocks. Most of the time, international stocks are going to have gaps because they trade while we're not trading. but I put a gap fill right here. 54.92. If we continue to drop, it's probably going to go to 54.92, close that gap, and then you kind of assess everything from that point. But yeah, this bounced up, turned right back down, got confirmation back down again. So EFA did the same thing. Let me see. Boom. Bounced off the 200, turned right back around. Now we're right back below the 200 again. So yeah, you got a lot of you got a lot of stuff going on here. The markets are struggling across the board. I don't want to sit up here and keep saying the same redundant thing and bored you. Oh, I noticed that gold's been struggling. So gold was a safe haven, but now it's kind of in a situation where it's gold is just in a very bad situation. We got confirmation down and below. It dropped down again. I wanted to see if gold can hold any particular areas, but right now gold is struggling, has a huge gap right there. Um, yeah, well, let me go to this is the last one. Bitcoin. Hey y'all, the Bitcoin short is back on again. We just dropped. We below the 20 moving average on the daily. We got confirmation back down. Look like Bitcoin is about to drop again. I wonder if Bitcoin can get all the way back down here to 35.30. Because right now Bitcoin is struggling, especially if tech is struggling and the market is struggling. Bitcoin is like it's about to roll over and give you some more whoosh down. All right, so I'm not gonna sit up here on the canaries too long. Let's go to the core stocks and let's figure out exactly what's keeping the Dow from dropping. Let's go Palantir and let's go. We go all the way to TSM. Let's knock these out and kind of see what we see and see what's going on. Um, my bad. Let me go ahead and I have to click the first one so we can scroll all the way down. Um, Here we go. FedEx. So what did FedEx do today? FedEx is below the 20 moving average. We got confirmation back down. And as you see these two candles right here, this is a weekly engulfing bar because I mark them. So it look like it's trying to hit. Yep, there's your engulfing bar that I talked about, this particular weekly engulfing bar. Look like it's trying to go to the bottom of that engulfing bar. If we break the bottom of that particular engulfing bar, that's going to be a problem because that's definitely going to kick in a major move down. And you still have this gap right here that needs to fill. The gap is from 335 to about, yeah, there's a void. If we get below this level, it's going to rapidly at least fill that gap fairly quickly. Now, Goldman Sachs did kind of get back below the 20 moving average on the daily. Um, Yeah, it did. It's below the 20 on the daily. It was up, it was above it. Let me see where we are on the weekly. Yeah, we below the weekly. The higher time frames are kind of dominating. So Goldman Sachs is a financial, but it's not giving us a story. Now, this is very interesting. As you look at Johnson and Johnson, Johnson and Johnson, as of right now, is hitting his head at the 20 moving average. That's what it's doing. It hit his head reverse, hit his head reverse. It's hitting his head at the 20 moving average. Let me see where we are on the well, I can't go weekly because I don't have my other stuff. So just watch this. If we're going to turn around, this was a great location to then get into the stock and drop. If you were trying to short Johnson and Johnson, this is absolutely a beautiful area to do it because you'll know fairly quickly if you're right or if you're wrong. JP Morgan. Now, as you see, JP Morgan didn't really get destroyed like everything else in the market. Goldman Sachs didn't get destroyed. It kind of just went up above the 20 and but back below the 20. JP Morgan's holding his 20. The market crashing, but it didn't hold. This is why the Dow Jones didn't get bloody red like everything else. It got red, but it never broke any particular areas because financials are kind of, I don't want to use the word holding up, but they're kind of holding up relative to the rest of the market. Now, this is Meta. Look at the volume on this. They straight sold Meta off. This is a gap fill from a long time ago. I could show it to you on the chart. Let me see. I'll show it to you on the chart. It went right to that gap fill of 585, yeah, 548.92. I got to show it to you from a daily chart because the daily shows it to you while the weekly doesn't. Let me go to the left. Ooh, that's a nasty candle. Look how much volume's in that candle. That was a straight sell-off. You see this? You guys see that? You see that gap right here? Huge gap. It just filled that gap. There's another gap down here. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me put a line here. In case it wants to keep going, that might be the next location. It's trying to fill all the gaps before triggering anything to settle or to go back up. I don't know. But yeah, Meta. Look at the volume. That volume is wow. That's a lot of volume. So something's got. I got to look at the. I'm gonna look at the news and see what's going on with Meta. Matter of fact, let me see if I can do it on my thing. I like TC 2000 because I normally can do that. Okay, let's look at Meta. News 2025. Fundamental solid initial. Okay, let me see. Um, let's see. Let me let me do the one from today. Okay. British Semiconductor, the company near term. Let me see. We encourage customers nuclear. Okay. ARM. Okay, I guess they're talking about ARM. Any meta news? It's in here, but it's not showing anything in particular. Okay. I'll probably just do my research on the side. But yeah, Meta got destroyed. Right now, tech. So that's a tech company showing you have major problems. Oh, yeah. Here's for y'all, Nike people. Nike's getting destroyed. Nike's been getting destroyed for quite some time. And now we finally closed below this particular level of 52.28. That is the support level. Let me show you where that's coming from. That's coming from way over here. You see these lows, you see these candles? This is a weekly. Boom, boom. We just broke the bottom of these particular candles. The next stop is another big level of 49.01. Nike just broke 52.28. We start breaking that, it's going to start getting all the way down to this particular level. But yeah, that's Nike's getting hurt badly. Man, it's getting hurt badly. Here we go. Let me get back to just a daily chart. Okay, this was going choppy sideways. We finally got back below the 20 and we closed below 148.58, which is this one. Now, once again, I'm telling you guys this and listen to me. Even though you got confirmation and everything looks bad, Fridays can be weird. It has nothing to do with your charts. It has to do with the time of the week and it has to do with kind of just it's just mainly time, and you're trying to see where the market closes to prepare yourself for the following week. I don't know what's going to happen. I know everything looks fairly weak. And if I was a person that had a lot of puts, then you definitely should maybe be thinking about taking some profit at some time today. I don't know when that's going to occur, but it's going to occur, which can give it a little bit of a dead cat bounce rally. But right now, the market it's just hurting. The market is hurting across the board. So please, I hope you guys protected yourself. I'm gonna keep you on the right side of the market. I'm gonna keep letting you know what's going on and what to watch out for. But for the most part, when we have these special occasions or special reports, please listen to them. Now, this is the interesting part. Now, I did a whole report on all-time highs, right? Let's go to all-time highs. Let's chop up the ones that I talked about, right? So I'm gonna go all the way to the beginning. I see a couple of them that's brand new. So if you look, let's go to the daily chart. I'm currently in, and everybody knows that I put a video out about it. I like the volume and what it was doing and how it broke all-time highs. But as you know, the rules are don't get out unless the candle that got you in is the candle that gets you out. You see how it rejected the 1574. I got in, it came all the way to this level, didn't close below it, and then it just rallied from there. Now, the cool part about it is, even though we went down yesterday, we still above the all-time high. The location I got in, I'm straight. I'm still good. And that's the thing I'm talking about is these all-time high plays, you can kind of hold them. If they reverse back down, you get out. If they don't, you might catch something for a very long ride. Now this is an interesting one because we broke the all-time high, 30.90. It got close to that. Now it's just about this one's probably all the way down to a gap fill. That's probably the area that you would say, okay, once it gets down there or the 20 moving average on the daily, Once it gets below there, then it's time to probably just go ahead and take whatever loss you might have. But here we go. Let's see what we got. I talked about GEV. Curious. Candle that got you in. This is the candle that got you in. This is the all-time high close. It's the candle that gets you out. I don't care that it lost 4% today. At the end of the day, 860 is the location where you should be concerned, especially with that 20 moving average coming up. This is probably locations where you should probably be buying some because this is a great location. A stock that hit an all-time high, gave you this nice little shooting star. That might be a reversal candle. We don't know yet. But a great location would be right around 860 to see if it's going to hold and go right back up again. If it doesn't, then cool. If it does, you got into a great stock, great concept, and understand exactly how to trade. Ross, still looking at Ross. We haven't gotten above this particular level. 216, that's the level you're looking for. Once it gets above there, then we'll have another conversation. But it just didn't. Now, Dale, now this is the one that's interesting. So yesterday, Dale gave us confirmation above. Then today, it came all the way back and it did close below the candle that got you in. This blue line is just a daily reversal level. For me, for Dale, with that having candle got you in, candle got you out, then that means I will probably won't look at it until we break the top of the highest point of that particular candle. Just because it rejected and it turned right back around. So I need to figure out exactly what's going on and don't get caught up in a whoosh. Traditionally, you go ahead and take that loss tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll be selling, taking a minor loss, and you just getting out, or you had your stop loss on. But we'll see. Now, this is an interesting one. This one gave us confirmation above a particular level because if you look at the weekly, you have a big, huge engulfing candle. Now, we just got a close above that particular candle the other day, which normally tells us we're supposed to be going up. Now, same here. I'm kind of looking at a reversal level of about 65.51. So as long as it stays above that, it's actually pretty cool. And I'm sorry. This just looks like a pretty strong stock, y'all. How long has it been around? This is a oil company. Let's see how old is this particular company. Ooh, oh, this company been around for a while. Never mind. It's not new. It's not new to making money, but it is breaking through particular levels as you see. It hit here, it hit that same spot again. Now it's trying to take off again. All right, well, you guys have a great rest of your evening. I hope I was able to I don't know if I gave you too much clarity today, but the only clarity I'm giving you is that Fridays can be a little tricky. So watch yourself. If you don't feel comfortable, hey guys, turn off the computer. If you took your profit already, take your profit and enjoy your day and see what how the market closes. And then on Monday, we'll start right back up again. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you another time. Bye.